can zoom in slightly. Sorry, I'm a little bit late this morning. Piper just came down and had to go out. And of course, she just, you know, she wants to explore a little bit. So, yeah, I mean, I can't rush her, can I? I'm just pulling you guys up on my computer, making sure my volume is down. How is everyone this morning? Painting Mother Teresa today. I have, I'm going to take the pink background. I have to prep some more. I have to prep some more canvases today. So I may be in my studio if any of our BSA club wants to join this morning for an hour or so. I will be in my studio, so I will put a message out with a link if anybody wants to join and just do some studio time. Okay, for some reason I cannot find you guys, but how are you all? It is Wednesday the 4th, the 3rd. It's the 3rd, right? Is it the 3rd or the 4th today? It's the 4th. I always get confused with how you guys, we always say, what do we say in England? April 1st, March 4th. We say month, date? No, we say the 1st of April. I don't know. I'm all confused this morning. Good morning, C. How are you? It is the 4th, yes. Hi, Michelle. Hello, good morning, Nanette. Yeah, so this is who I am. Everybody knows Mother Teresa. And if you don't know Mother Teresa, this is Mother Teresa. Doesn't actually look too much like Mother Teresa, so I'm hoping that my painting looks more like Mother Teresa. But, I mean, everybody recognizes her straight away, but yeah, I have to fix her. So I took the photo from the book, the front of the book, Maya Gould's Mother Teresa Photographic Story of a Life. And so that's the one that I'm going to be using today. I have not read the book. Has anybody read the book? And yeah, so this was yesterday. So we are 1/10 into our little portraits, which isn't bad. Day 11 today, right? Is it day 11 today? Well, I counted these and I think I only have 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10 little portraits. I'm going to put them to the side. So they are over there, and I'm going to get my paint palette, which is getting a little bit chunky here. Thank you to those of you who have signed up to my class already, starting next Monday. I do want to remind you, it is Canadian dollars. I think you guys all forget. And that is for Americans. That's about, well, Americans get 1.35 to every Canadian dollar. So it's, I mean, it's a good, you know, 30% less. And English, the English and the Europeans, it's almost half. So just so you know, if you were thinking, oh, I don't know, that's, you know, that's, for me, it's a good sale, or a good selling point anyway. Okay, let's get started with Mother Teresa. I do have a color version here, but I have my black and white. I think it's the nose that I didn't get right. So we'll try and get that right. Hello, good morning, Susan. How are you? All right. I'm going to mix up some colors. Actually, I'm going to put white down first just to get her her head dress on there so that I don't go beyond and above here. And my white is not very white. Just going to get the shape. And I know that you have demos here, so some of you are probably thinking, yeah, I just watch Char's YouTubes and I can learn so much from her. But the classes, at least I can see what you're doing and help you, which I feel like it helps. I've also started to do a finish and review or a complete and review day, which means that you have extra time during the week to complete your images, and I can review during that time as well. And I know that not all of you can make the actual class, but you can always send me your pieces if you don't make the class. This is not a lovely brush, but it's good for just blocking in the shapes. Good morning, Scott. How are you? Hi, Meryl. And another thing that you could do if you fancy it, is you press the little share button. In Substack, there's a share button, and it's the little two arrows facing one another. It's called restacking in Substack. And, you know, if you ever want to share that I'm doing a class, you can just restack it. You don't think that people will see it, but the thing is with Substack is that a lot of people, a lot of things, as you know, pop up, even if you're not following the person. So you could reach some, you know, organic, somebody who has never known about me and about my classes, and it doesn't just stay within our little group. So that's the restacking button is great for that. And that's why you sometimes see other posts that I've restacked, because I restack friends' posts and what they're up to, and, you know, so you may see like Louise's post or Hippo's post again, but it's my name is on it as well, because that's called restacking. So sharing is caring. And then on Instagram, you can use that little airplane, to send it to either stories if you want to, and reshare something like that. So it's I think people forget that, I mean, that is one way of just sharing and helping out with other people's growth on social media. I know that many of you don't really care about your growth on social media, but for us, that it's our business, it is a little bit of a care, and, you know, it's something that we do for each other, especially people who are, this is their world right now. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and just get some skin tone on here. Good morning, Jen. How are you? is, oh, you know what? I didn't do my shoe. I'll do that at the end. I know that, I think you've seen them before. They're the slippers. There's the silk slippers. Actually, I've done a couple of paintings on them. How's your 100-day project, and how's your 30-day mind and memory going? I know it's probably feeling a bit weird or sometimes a little bit overwhelming to have both projects going on at the same time. But really, you know, if you do this hour and you can get it all done, then it shouldn't feel too overwhelming. Samantha Dion Baker and, you know, Lisa Anderson Schaefer have a live today at 12 Eastern on Substack. I am going to miss it, which I'm really sad about, because I'm going to have a coffee with a group of ladies who used to all live in my neighborhood, and it was one of their birthday this week, so we're going for a birthday coffee, which is nice. But of course it's right in the middle of, or it's right at the beginning of their live session with Sam and Lisa. Lisa is the author of these 3 things. Some of you will remember Lisa because she collaborated with us for the 100-day project called the 100-day stay-at-home project. Good morning, Reb. She's wonderful, and I feel like she's a wise woman. I think she studied philosophy, and she does life coaching as well. She's also a skateboarder, which is pretty rad. And anyway, so her and Sam are going to be live at 12 midday on Substack. Go and listen to them, give them some love, tell them that you're there because Shah sent you over. She's a photographer as well, and she used to have Zelma Rose, which was the jewelry line. Yeah, so some of you will remember her. Okay, actually, while this dries, I may actually do my shoe. Let me just grab it. Okay, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do them all, but I think I'm going to stay actually in acrylic and do it in acrylic while this dries. So if you're here, I will be coming back to Teresa, Mother Teresa. I thought she was from Italy, but she's from Macedonia. So, I mean, Mediterranean, but I thought she was Italian, and she's not. Okay, let me just put her to the side. Coming back to that, these are my holistic silk. They're beautiful. Holistic silk slippers, and these are supposed to, I haven't worn these much actually. I have another pair. They gave me these because I was doing a collaboration with them. Do you remember the yoga mat that I got from them? But these are great. So these are magnets, and they're supposed to stimulate circulation in your feet. And it's vegan leather on the bottom. But yeah, so I have done a couple of paintings of them, but I'm going to do a quick 10 minutes in here and try and get some colors. Let me put this over here. I don't want to get paint on them. And I'm going to put these, prop them up a little bit. They're not the best to draw. They're kind of flat, so they're not, maybe if I can stack them a little bit. There we go. And you can see the ink did actually come through on this one. And I didn't write anything about them. I will. I've kind of been busy and focused on my classes. All right, I'm going to take a bigger brush and get started. Let's put the timer on. Today is my also catch-up day. So yeah, as I was saying at the beginning, if anybody is around and wants to join me in the studio for like an hour and a half, maybe from 9:30 to 11, I'm just going to be working on prepping some more of these because I've got 2 left after Mother Teresa, so I need to prep probably another 14. It helps, it really does help, so I'm going to do that today and get those done. I don't think I'll get them all done in an hour and a half, but I'll get a lot done. So if you're interested, let me know and I will send you a link. Okay. This one looks much longer. I'm going to cut that over like that. Looks much longer. Let's get some. Now my palette's going to be all this color, which is not good. It'll dry. It's just because it's acrylic, it'll dry, so it'll be fine. Mixing and getting all this done is not probably like in 10 minutes, maybe a little ambitious. You have to replenish that. Replenish the white. Like this golden color on the sole or the insole, like golden green. Oh, with the orange as well. Get that in there. I think my watercolor ones were more than this. The ones I did a long time ago. Oh, also want to chat with you guys because on the 16th we will be having our 6th birthday, so let's have a party. I was trying to come up with some ideas what we could do. I would love to do a drawing session. I think last year we did a table setting. I have it right in front of me. I can get that. We did that last year. The year before, I pulled up party images and we focused on a paint session with party images. That was fun. We have done, what else have we done in the past? Oh goodness. We all try and get dressed up a little bit. So it'll probably be best to have it on the weekend, and I'm going to have to look at times and see how we can make it work for everyone around the world. But yeah, 6 years, everybody. Can you believe it? Okay, I've got 4 minutes. Definitely a little bit brighter than the shoes themselves here. If you're just joining, I will be painting. I was in the midst of doing Mother Teresa and then realized that I didn't do my shoes, but I'll get them done. I'll get Mother Teresa done. Oh, Meryl said, yes, please send her the link for a co-working session. Okay. And then it says, I'll join you at work. Okay, great. And if anybody else wants to join the co-working session today, I'll put it in Substack as well, but the link. Also, if anybody is listening here and wants to come to Italy in June, we had 2 people pull out. So even though they've agreed and they have secured our trip, there is a very small group. So if you are looking to, have a very small experience, you'll get a lot of one-on-one teaching, and that's Italy in June. So it's a lot of studio time as well, which I'm super excited about. And who wouldn't want to spend a week in Italy if you could? Definitely need to replenish my white. A little bit of orange in certain spots. So the class that I'm going to be teaching also next week is really exactly this. This is a very quick 10 minutes, blocking in your shapes and then adding some detail on top. And it's really just about the confidence in doing it and not feeling afraid to just put all that on your paper or your page. That's our 1 minute mark. I take them with me when I'm traveling because they're great for like in hotels and things like that. Oh, let me just quickly, I'm going to steal another minute and just put these little dots. Because if not, you would never know. All right. And then that says, yes, everyone come to Italy. I'm so looking forward to going. My first art retreat abroad. I'm super excited, Nanette. I'm very happy that it is a small group because I'll get to know everybody so well, and it'll be a really fantastic week. Michelle says, I'll be at 30,000 feet. Hope to join today's hang. You'll be at 30,000 feet. Where are you going? Okay, there we go. That is our today's March little painting. So I'm trying to do shoes in different, like my shoes, for mind and memory. So I'm going to write a little bit about what these mean to me. I do have a pink pair as well, and the original pair was given to me by my sister, and then I guess they saw me do a painting, Holistic Silk did, and they offered me some products for some other artwork and publicity. So we have, yeah, day 4 shoes right now. I do have to write about my Lindy Hop one and the Holistic Silk, but I'm trying to do them in different mediums every day. So it's fun to kind of push yourself to do different things. Okay, back to Mother Teresa. And what do we have? We have half an hour. Should get her done. I'm going to just change my water because that got really messy. Do I need to do anything else? I don't think so. Oh, replenish my white. I'll do that as well. Okay. Yeah, Michelle, where are you going for 30,000 feet? You're flying somewhere? Is that today or in June? All right. I think I also need some more navy blue, but or some navy blue, some ultramarine, but I think I'm gonna leave it right now. And that's where my other, I'm wearing my Italian apron, but here's my other one. Just taking off the paint because I don't have a napkin. All right, let's get moving. I have some other little brushes, but I'm just try and use these for now. Maybe that one will be better as well. Yeah, this one. Okay. My palette is definitely been, some areas are drying, so I just need to avoid some areas, but I can lift up some of the orange and bring a little bit of blue into it for some shadow areas. Let's also make this darker here. It's very grey. Add some warmth to that. Okay. I don't know, the chat can't be working. Michelle hasn't told us where she's going to be at 30,000 feet. So I'm just blocking in the shaded areas. And this really helps me just get the shape of everything before I start with any details. I think I'll do this also tomorrow. I will start with the portrait because actually that really helped have that drying time. You almost need that little layer. Reb, how's your sewing going? I'm loving your little reels that you've been doing. Are you planning on a project with it, or you're learning the stitches? Like, I think it's great what you're doing, but I don't know if you have like a goal to have something, like, I don't know, you want to stitch something for somebody. I just refreshed my page because I'm like, everybody is so quiet here today. Maybe the chat is not working. All right, blues for her. Michelle said California today. How nice. Testing, Lisa. Lisa's like, testing. Thank you, Lisa. Oh, and Reb says, right now, just learning the stitches. Oh, you're going skiing. I always think of California to be sunny, but I do know that there is skiing. My brother went skiing in California with his family one year. Reb says, just learning stitches, but I have a jacket I want to embroider. Great. I wore my shirt quite a lot. My tattoo shirt, I wore it quite a lot in Oaxaca. And really, really loved it. So I'm going to be adding some more to that as well before I go to Italy. That is another project that I would totally love to do, is 100 days of stitching. Okay, I'm going to use this. This is going to be my dark of the blue, but I am and then I'll lighten some other areas of it. C says, I'm something and fingers are all, oh, you're collaging. You're collaging and your fingers are all gluey. It's okay. I just, you know what, you guys are more chatty usually, and so when you're not chatty, I'm like, okay, is something wrong with the tech side? So don't worry. It's just me worrying about the tech side and it not being like the chat not working or something. I'm sure at school we did a whole project on Mother Teresa. I'm sure you all know I went to a Catholic girls' school. Not for my whole school time at school, but for the majority of it. Just not the last 2 years. My parents probably wish they'd kept me in Catholic school. It's funny because in England, a lot of schools, still now, you have to have a uniform, like whether it's public or whether it's private, Catholic, or they don't have the same system over here. In Canada, we have a Catholic system, and we have, like, that's nationwide, and a public system, which is English. But you can also go to a public French, and you can go to a Catholic French as well now. So they have those systems in place. In England, you either go to public, but you wear a uniform. If you go to private, you wear a uniform. Whereas here in Canada, it's only really the private schools that wear uniforms. I think it's a great idea to wear a uniform. One, because your kid doesn't have to think about how they look in the morning. They just get their uniform on and go to school. But when you're 16, some schools now in England have opened it up to wearing, I think you can wear some of your own clothes, but I went to a college my last 2 years of school, and it was, you could wear whatever you wanted to wear. So, and I was a little bit more hippie-like, so I would wear, you know, things that my dad would say, I think we can afford for you to have jeans that don't have holes in, like, because back then that was the new thing, right? Like, it was that grungy, hippie, grungy feel. I mean, now, like, jeans are sold with holes in. Back then, you made them with holes, or you wore them so much that they got holes. But now you can buy them with holes. It's changed a lot. Anyway, I feel like he had regrets of me going to a college like the last 2 years, and because it was much freer in that sense, not as constrained in, you know, everyone looking very similar, and it was more freedom, although I loved it. Anyway, we learned a lot about Mother Teresa. Did I listen to it all? I'm not sure. I know that I did the projects. I know that she's an amazing woman, dedicating her life to the poor. Am I going to get this done? I'm not sure. Like, we have a lot of people from the States here. In the States, do you have uniform or not? Or is it just in certain schools? I kind of like it. Yes. Oh, Lake Tahoe. Okay. I thought Lake Tahoe was in Nevada. I guess I got it wrong. Michelle. Yes, and be careful. No broken bones. No big falls. And Michelle says, San Francisco to Carolyn. It's where her son is. Yes, Teresa. She's like, hi, my saint. Yes, Teresa, it's your saint. I'm sure your parents named you after Mother Teresa. Hopefully you lived up to the name, Teresa. Jen says, I lighten my jeans with Clorox. Yeah, we were talking about that the other day. Wasn't that a horrible trend? And Carolyn says, cool, Michelle, have a good trip. And Carolyn says, it's half and half. Oh, Lake Tahoe or Reno is half Nevada, half California. I mean, Reno is just outside Lake Tahoe. Is Lake Tahoe in Reno? Would you say it's still in Reno, or is it? Yeah. What time is Art Hang, and where is the link? You mean studio time with Shar? Because Art Hang is tomorrow, and that's Art Hang party. I will send the link, and 9:30, quarter to 10. I'm going to try and get a long walk in with Piper because it's nice outside. Oh, half Nevada, half Cali. Okay. Oh, 10 minutes. I better get moving. Yeah, I'll send the link. I'll put it in both the chats, in the Patreon chat on Instagram and the one in Substack as well, Teresa. Michelle, are you at the end? You know, I think that's what I did wrong in this picture, is her nose. So I'm going to try and get that right in this one. Did anybody see the moon this morning? I mean, like early. I had to take Piper out earlier as well. And the moon was incredible. Really, really pretty. Because today is the full moon, or last night was the full moon, right? I think, oh, Teresa, did you went out and saw there was another eclipse? How can there be two eclipses? I guess there could, because it's so close, right? I guess that's how. Okay. Lots of paint on here. Yeah, it definitely dries a lot slower than the acrylic wash and the My Mary. So, which is great, because I can work a little bit longer with certain areas. No, I don't mind working small, but It is a little finicky. You really do have to break down those shapes. And that really does not need to be that bright, but I'm going to put it bright for now. Make those lines a little bit smaller. That may be too much. Okay. Well, I may be staying here for a little bit longer because I want to finish Mother Teresa. Let's get some darker tones in. Some darker values, some dark browns. I'd like a little mini palette for mixing because my colors are getting real dirty. Nanette says, I'm curious, Michelle, how will you join Char's live from the plane with airplane mode? No, I tried yesterday, but I only saw gray skies. Oh, regarding your moon. Teresa says, not sure about living up to the name. My saintly grandmother was Teresa. Okay. There is Wi-Fi. You just have to pay for it. Because I know some people who do that on planes, on flights. But you honestly, you can just catch the replay. Get some more red in there. At this point, squinting really helps because then it breaks down those shapes even further. I know I keep saying it, but it really does. It really does help. When in doubt, squint. And not sure if you guys have seen it. Melissa released her Tokyo video. Was it yesterday or the day before? I watched it yesterday. She got some lovely art materials from Tokyo. It was nice to see them all. So if you haven't watched it, go and take a peek on her YouTube. It's a long one. It's like an hour and a half. But it was really, it's nice just to have in the background as well. And see all the things that she got. That's one place I'd love to go to. Japan. Okay, that was a little bit dark. I'm going to go back into that. So yeah, just a reminder, my class is up and it's Canadian dollars, everybody, not American, which means it's about a third of the price cheaper, which means if you're putting in your coupon as well, because you're a Substack subscriber, then it works out to be so much less expensive. And if you're a European, it's even less. It's almost half. The Canadian dollar is not doing so well. So yeah, it's a lot cheaper for Europeans and Americans. And that class is starting. I should have put her ear a little bit further back. Okay, I'm going to come back into there. The class is starting next Monday, so if you want to join, I will send you the link to all the reference images, which don't usually get released until Saturday or Sunday. And if you can't make the lives, you can catch the replay. And don't forget, if you're traveling with me, you will get 40% coupon for that. And if you are part of our Substack subscriber, there's a 20% coupon. Oh yeah, I'm going to make that white a little less white as well. Okay, I do have to get let's get this a little bit darker down here. Not that dark. And this doesn't need to be that heavy. See, with tiny paintings, you almost have to load up your brush to just get the paint on, because if not, it doesn't go in the right spot. Now I have to correct that over there. Like I'm constantly correcting. I gotta remember to breathe as well. Okay, I'm gonna come out helped a little bit with her ear there. Oh, and Nanette says, oh, right, I didn't pay for Wi-Fi. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a possibility, like you can, because I think, you know, now people can work from the plane. Oh, because there's so many satellites that it's possible to do that. So if you need to, then you can. Not sure about this area down here. I think I need to give her a little bit more neck. And that is dry, so I can use this area up here to lighten the color. And I got to think about a background. Anyone got any suggestions? Maybe I'll do little hearts or something, because she had a big heart. Maybe that's what I'll do. This was her as a little bit of a younger Mother Teresa. And her eye needs to come out a little bit more here. Good morning, Melissa. How are you? I was just talking about your video and how lovely it was. to see your huge art haul. I'm loving your traveler's notebook a lot, and all the inserts. I'm looking forward to seeing what you do with them. I was saying everyone should go and take a peek at the video because it was great. Looks like you had a great time shopping and touring and eating. I am almost finished, Mother Teresa. I hope you guys all have a good day. I want Esty to know that we are all thinking about her. I don't know if anybody else has any friends in the Middle East, but yeah, it's not pretty. And I just want this, I want this world to change. I do, I really do. Anyway, Esty, we are thinking about you. You know that we are here. If you need anything, I feel like this needs to be a little bit further out too. Just maybe just darker here. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's my Mother Teresa. Oops, got some pink up there because my brush has got pink on it. Okay, hearts. I think I'm gonna go with darker pink, like more of like a purple. Let's see if that even shows up. May have to go a little bit darker. Doesn't really show up, does it? Okay. They're a bit funny, those hearts. But anyway, it's a pattern. Thank you, Lisa. And C says, yes, SD. Thanks, C. Lisa says, an embarrassing time to be American. Oh, and Melissa says, thank you. I'm loving the Traveler's Notebook. Yeah, it looks really lovely. I don't have it here. I have the Voyager, which is like an imitation, but I want to get some inserts for it. It would be nice one day to have the original, like the leather one, etc. Mine's a vegan one, so it's not quite the same. So tomorrow I will be back on YouTube with another Peacemaker, and I'm looking forward to seeing all your dailies and your whatever you're doing for March, Mind and Memory, and also your 100-day project. We have 2 chats in Substack. I know some people just can't get along with Substack. I've had people stop their subscription on Substack because they can't figure it out, which makes me a little bit upset, but I can't do anything about that. I've, you know, they're like, I prefer Patreon. I'm like, well, yeah, Patreon was great, but it was so closed. I don't think like the growth is there with Patreon, so for me, Substack is better. I know that the app or the platform is quite confusing to people, but I think once you get it, once you can, you know, I think it eventually you can figure it out. What is happening there with her? I didn't realize. Hang on a second. Almost done. Almost done. I think I can come low with the blue, actually. I've made her nose look a little bit too big, but it is quite big. It's just getting that shadow right. That blue, but then I will have to make the white under here. Actually, it's a little bit more yellow. It's kind of got a green to it. I mean, honestly, we could spend hours on these portraits. I could spend hours on these portraits. I quite like doing miniatures. So yeah, today, don't forget, Samantha Dion Baker is on at 12 Eastern. I won't be able to join, but please join. Go and say hi to Sam and Lisa. Tell Lisa that you did the 100-day project with Shar back in 2020. We did the 100-day stay-at-home project with her. I'm sure she would love to hear that you guys are there and still, you know, busy, being very creative daily. I think the whole chat is about creative process. So yeah, go and say hi. I'm sure they would both love it. All right, everyone. Melissa, was the travelers less expensive in Japan? And Melissa says, I think I saved about $15 to $20. Okay, so yeah, there's a couple of places I know that sell it in Toronto. Are you painting from your sketch, or do you have a reference photo open too? I have my reference photo open too, because my sketch actually did not, it made her look a lot younger, and the proportions of her face were a little bit off in my sketch. So I decided that I needed this one out, which is from the book A Photographic Story of a Life of Mother Teresa by Maya Gold. So I used this image so you can see there's a little bit more resemblance in this one than there was in this one. But yeah, so I did, because there's color pictures everywhere of Mother Teresa, I just thought it would be so much better to have some color reference. So that's why I pulled that up. I think I'm going to do maybe Desmond Tutu tomorrow, or the Dalai Lama. I'm not sure which one, but maybe it'll be the Dalai Lama. I want the sun to be shining on her face, because she's just such a sunny lady. Nah, I think I'm done. All right, everybody, have a really good day, and I will see you tomorrow. I keep seeing things and I'm like, ooh, maybe I should change that slightly. All right, that's it. Have a good day. Oh, and by the way, Melissa's art hang party tomorrow is going to be on Tokyo. Can't wait to see it. I think I may actually be able to join, which will be fantastic. Oh, and I do have, there is something else. So Sam's is at 12 today. I am going to open up my studio, and I've got to prep some more of these today. So I'm going to be here from 9:30 to 11 if anybody wants to join. And then also Sam and I actually have a live tomorrow, which will also be a studio session, and I may be working on my Sunday portrait. So I may get ahead one, probably won't not finish it, but get ahead. So Yeah. Okay, everyone. That's it. I think that's it. Have a really good day. Yes, on Substack. Thanks, Melissa. Sam is on Substack today with Lisa Anderson Schaefer, who we did the 100-day stay-at-home project with. She's on at 12 on Substack, and I will be on Substack tomorrow at 12 midday. Oh no, at 10 a.m. midday. My goodness, at 10 a.m. tomorrow with Sam live. Don't forget to like this, everyone. Thank you so much, Melissa. Have a good day, everybody. Bye. Bye.